Yeah, we went to the Natural High Retreat some months ago. It was a great experience. I got to release my inner child, right? And that was fun for me.
Weren't you there as a mentor?
Oh, that's true. Thank you, girl.
Yeah.
I was there as a mentor. Got to basically share my experience, strength, and hope with obviously going through the curriculum from the start, right? That was my first time in the Sierra. I loved it. Like the whole, like the snow and all that. It was really nice. Oh my gosh. So actually the most powerful thing about that experience was one of the activities. It was when we rock climbed. Like getting up there was a mission, but trusting someone to like, with my life coming back down, all I kept saying was, "You got me? You got me?" And it took me like an hour to come back down. Yeah.
So when I went on the Natural High Retreat, I got extremely altitude sickness, but I pushed through. I had a really good time. I think my favorite part was the healing meditation and the playing in the snow. I'm a snow girl. The lodge was a really, really nice place. I liked the way the beds were set up, and we all had like little bunk mates and roommates. The living room with the fireplace. It was a really nice place.
There's many things that stuck with me throughout my Natural High Retreat journeys, but the one thing that I took away from my Natural High Retreat was our solo sit. James took us out to do a solo sit near the train tunnels, and we sat there for about 45 minutes, and that was kind of like my first time getting in touch with like my own spirituality and like connecting with myself. So that I've taken that home and I've used that here in my town and kind of done solo sits by myself. And now I just use that as a way to connect with myself in the nature.
The worst part of the retreat for me, the Natural High Retreat, was rock climbing. I was absolutely terrified of vertigo. So I didn't make it to the top. But I made it almost. I was pretty close.
You did it.
I did pretty good for, being absolutely terrified. But it was cool to get out of my comfort zone and, do something that I would not normally do by myself. But it was pretty cool. That was one of the most spiritually awakening moments of my personal life. And I would suggest it to anyone. Just because, like, if you're trying to really get in touch with something, or, like, you're not into one-on-one counseling and therapy or things like that, more so of a, like, on-the-spot type of, session or recovery, that the Natural High Retreat is definitely something I suggest. I'll do it over and over again. Now I stay outside. I literally outside all day, every day, ever since then.
One thing I tell the kids or our peers, well, a lot of the students we work with through MBSTAT to get them to go on our Natural High Retreats is we rock climb, there's sound healing, there's great food, there's opportunity to heal, like do personal healing, spiritual awakening, and also just a chance to relieve your mind from substances and engage in a natural high activity that you may not have here at home. And just being in a different atmosphere in the mountains up in Donner is just really, it's life-changing for people who have never been outdoors or in that type of environment. So that's one thing I tell our students.
And listen, when you feel like you don't want to go, that's when you know you need to go.
Yep. Okay.
Right?
For real.
I mean, I would say that it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, you get to see things that you don't usually get to see. It's like different experiences. Like, you could go out for walks and things, but going on the mountains and actually go on that hike is cool.
And the staff are so like
Oh man, they were
comfortable.
super cool, yeah.
Like they let you be you authentically. Like you don't have to like worry about like putting on a fake face or a mask when you go there. Like everyone shows up as them, and it's just a comfortable, safe environment. And it's free. Like
Right, and it's free. That's why they
you're
feed
going
you.
on a free vacation.
Right.
We have to do food.
Right.
There's activity.
You might have to work out a little bit, but that's okay.
Like you might not think you're gonna take anything away, and you might just think, oh, it's a free vacation. But I guarantee you'll leave with some type of education or some type of spiritual
Yeah.
component from it.
Nobody realizes as much as, we think, but as humans, we need to be reconnected with the earth consistently. And if we don't ground ourselves, we're going to, consistently take on a lot of stress and, issues. It's good to put your feet in the dirt. And I'm saying because this person's OCD, institutionalization, not wanting to touch dirt, very clean, Like, I had to come out of my comfort zone to put my feet in the dirt every day,
And we've gone to the park after to just be like, let's go put our feet in the grass.
Literally, yeah.
And stand in the sun.
And stand in the sun. Yeah.
Our journey to the Natural High Retreat, I've been a couple times, so I'll talk about our journey, like, with all of us together, mostly us together. When we got to the lodge, it was, like, this big, beautiful lodge, and everyone was kind of just like, whoa, wow. And then, obviously, some nerves came about, where for our first time people there, they were a little nervous, like, we're going to have to go on a hike, like, we're going to have to rock climb, like, we're going to be here for 2 nights, like, that's kind of, like, the first day impression, and then, like, when we did that night introduction, the campfire, it was, like, all the nerves just kind of left us, and we were just like, okay, we're family, like, we're here together, like, this is something for all of us to experience together. And then by the second day, when we got up for our first, like, MBSAT session, and we talked about, like, how to use mindfulness on the rock wall, or when we're out on our hike, or when we're on the kayaks, and just having, like, that first moment of MBSAT to kind of set the tone for the day, I think really helped us on our journey throughout the activities, like, with the rock climbing. Like, Tahir was like, well, I don't want to do rock climbing, but
I was persistent on
we had to even struggle to get him there, but as soon as he got there, I think you had one of the best times there.
Yeah, and then Joaquin, like, literally stuffed me inside of the harness. They weren't one size fits all. So he was stuffing me inside the harness. I'm like, dude, I'm not going up there.
But then, like, everyone was so encouraging. Like, we had James at the top of the mountain, and he's like, you got it, just take a deep breath. And, like, they were really patient. Like, when we were scared on the rock wall, they were like, they waited for us. They weren't rushing us. Like, hurry up, we need the next people to come up there. And then I think the fact that we were able to kind of make our own lunch and, like, take it out there and hike with us was really cool, like, cool experience. Like, we got to pick what we wanted for our sandwich, what we wanted for our lunch, enjoy it when we wanted. And even though there was a lot of structure, there was also a lot of, like, freedom.
Yeah.
We did a campfire, we did karaoke, which I chickened out of. And we did, like, some games and stuff like that, like, on the phone.
Yeah, we did, like, Heads Up. We told stories.
Made s'mores.
Oh, we did Jeopardy.
Yeah, we did Jeopardy.
And then I think you guys won money.
Yeah. Won some gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
I remember day 2 of going on that trip, like, when we were going to go to Donner Lake. First thing I told myself was, I'm going to jump in that water.
Oh, yeah, you sure did.
And I was like, I'm going to jump in that water. Everyone told me, it's cold. And I'm like, that's nice. I'm going to jump in that water.
There was snow everywhere.
Yeah, it's just, it was in the moment where you got to enjoy every little thing.
Like, you might not get this chance again.
Exactly. Like, it's like, if I don't do it this time, when's the next time I'll be able to? So, of course, like, right when the instructions were done on the safety things, I was like, I'm going to go in that water.
You stayed on the kayak. Like, didn't you stay?
Yeah,
he was on the kayak.
So I went in that water. I'm telling you right now, that thing was so cold. It was cold.
Yeah.
Then I went on the kayak, and I went all the way down over there. And, I'm not the fittest person, but that was the best fun.
Okay, me either. I was having fun on that kayak.
That was so much fun.
So I'm actually a case manager and I specialize in youth. And I think just like thinking about like clients and stuff like that, and thinking about my friends too. A lot of people would really benefit in a natural high retreat because it's just enlightening and connecting with the earth and spirituality. I'm a homebody. I didn't want to go. Someone almost couldn't watch my dog for me, and I was just like, okay, I'm not going. Perfect excuse. But then Tahir actually convinced me, and you were all like,
we
you're
had so
going,
many
I don't care.
things. Like, we're like, we'll call the vet, we'll call somebody. Like, you're going.
And I went, and I still got sick, but I definitely don't regret it. It was definitely one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I really felt connected with everybody around me. I felt closer to my friends. I felt closer to the earth. Just new experiences. Can't put a price on that,
Becoming our peer support specialist through through the state of California?
She works with the Natural High Retreats the most. He does more MBSATs than I do. I haven't actually started any, but I'm waiting to start my journey with that. Myself, Taj, Junior, and Brittany, we're all certified through continuity to spirit support specialist.
Joaquin.
Joaquin is our state lead for continuity. He has recruited all of us for the MBSTAT Youth Peer Mentor Program, and he has continued to be our support and our mentor throughout our professional development.
Hi, my name is Joaquin. I am a full-time grad student here. I am the statewide lead for Continuity Consulting's Youth Peer Mentor Program. And my association with Gateway started after hearing a conversation from my boss. And we went out to Truckee to meet, and Peter was a gracious host, awesome setting, really mature program, and it was a seamless fit for us, our company, with regards to what we wanted to do and offering an experiential opportunity out in nature, either as a priming exercise or culminating event for the groups that we facilitate with foster youth or system impacted individuals. What makes this program impactful is the fact that it intersects with so many different issues that we're grappling with as a country. So there's the issue of environmental equity and providing opportunities for people in urban settings to get out in nature. Gateway facilitates that. There is this opportunity for people to experience the medicine that is in trees that they may not know exist, or having the opportunity to be outdoors on public land and really be able to communicate to them that this is your land. It's not a cliche, it's not just a talking point from some song that, you know, we used to propagandize. It actually is, this is your land, and Gateway is a wonderful organization in communicating all those things, really transferring this knowledge and appreciation of the outdoors, as well as integrating it with that clinical piece to where you understand that, okay, this is a place where I can get well, but also it's a safe place. And I think that's one of the really important things for a lot of our participants and staff. Going out on natural high retreats may be the first time that they're outdoors in a way that's just not being out. And so to have a partner like Gateway that has so many sustainable practices around safety, so that when they do come out, you know, they know they're going to be safe. You know, although there's the challenge by choice philosophy, for many, just being outdoors in an element that they're not familiar with is a challenge. And so to have a staff that is led by two really compassionate individuals that really believe in what they do is super important. And I think one of the things that is most impactful about Gateway as an organization is philosophically everyone has bought into it. It is not something to where, you know, when you come into some place or organization, it takes a lot to indoctrinate people into culture of the organization. Everyone in Gateway is already, you know, bought in. So there's this proselytizing by deed. You know, you see it in the mountain climbing, you see it in the kayaking, you see it in the hiking, you see it in the use and the integration of MBSAT, you know, mindfulness-based substance abuse treatment. It's not just a program component, it's like a really integrated part of their organization, so it doesn't come off as, you know, sometimes when people bring in a curriculum into their agency to use, it just feels kind of off kilter. Everything that Gateway does just feels seamless. It feels like home in a way, like you're welcome. Like, you know, you're not coming into our space. Like, we're introducing you to your space also. You just didn't know it was yours. So I think that's one of the things that's really amazing about Gateway is the staffing in the program, because people make organizations, and they just are an amazing group of people who are really enthusiastic about their mission and very capable in carrying their mission out.